All right, so hello everyone. It is Doug here with the LincolnList.com, and as many of you know, we're just a few days away from another season of minicamp. Now, I know many of you heard me say this before, but I love me some minicamps. The students that attend them love these minicamps. I mean, this is a good time and it's a great course. And I just wanted to take a moment since we're just a few days away here, and I want to talk about maybe just give you another perspective and take a deeper look at why I think minicamp is something far different from any type of trader education that you're going to find out there, and why something like this really improves a trader's performance, and almost instantly they see improvement, which I'll talk about here in just a second. Now, one of the reasons I want to do this is I understand you're getting inundated with stock market trading materials and educational materials and courses. I get that. And I think when you're looking at most of these, they're coming to you on what I've called before prepackaged courses that are intended for the masses. And what that means is you're normally buying a course and you're watching a series of videos. Now that can be good, but the downfall of that is that video and that system and that process and those charts and those strategies that you're being taught are done in hindsight. They are hand-picked charts that are pulled from the past to show you what a hypothetical example might look like. Now, the problem with that is if you've ever done any trading at all, you know that what happens in real time versus what happens in hindsight are two totally different things. Any trader can go back and look at a chart and find a buy point and a sell point, but try doing that in real time. Try seeing this stuff and executing this stuff in a real-time environment while you're piling on emotions and you're using real money. Guys, that's the difference that makes people amateurs to pros. That's what pros are able to do, is perform well under pressure and be able to be 2 to 3 to 5 steps ahead of the average trader and execute in a robotic fashion. Now, I know I've talked about it before, but that is one of the biggest benefits that there is to minicamp. These are not pre-recorded. This is not something I'm doing hypothetically and talking to you about in a past tense. This is a live training course. So what I am actually showing you and teaching you is stuff that you're going to see play out while the market is open, while things are happening in real time. That way you know that what it is that I am telling you can work. You'll see how it sets up beforehand. And I think that's very important. So I know I've mentioned that before. And to me, that's the biggest benefit, is this stuff is live and in real time. And you're going to get a good one this time, because as I'm doing this, the market's down like one of the fastest corrections that we've seen in history, one of the top corrections that we've seen in history. So quickly in the last few days, we've seen 4,000 Dow points get shaved off in the last week. So you guys are in for a good one, and you're going to need to know how to trade and stuff like this, because it is important to be able to adapt to these markets. Now, one of the things I also want to talk about here is what we actually teach. Now, there's quite a lot, but I just want to give you some quick bullet points on a few things that I look at and what we really take a deep look at, and why I think this is better than me just drawing a bunch of lines on a chart telling you, hey, buy when it hits here, sell when it hits there, because we all know it just doesn't work that way. One of the things that we go over in mini camps is why stocks and financial instruments trade the way they do. The thing is, a lot of traders, when they first come into trading, they think things happen at random. Like what you're seeing right now is not random. Stocks normally don't trade just randomly in and around certain prices. They trade from a specific support zone to a resistance zone, from a resistance zone to a support zone. There is always a path, a kind of let's say a telegraphic path that most stocks will follow. So when you're seeing something, you'll hear a lot of traders, they'll go, why is this stock up? Why is this up? You know, the answer is right in front of you. It's what's happening in real time. It's what's happening in the chart. The charts will tell you why the stock trades that way. And this is a big thing that a lot of traders never even take the time to look at, is they don't trade randomly. There are very few random moves in the market. Most things are predictable and telegraphed. And if you know what you're looking for and you know how to see this, you'll understand what should happen. Now, this helps you as a trader ultimately by being able to set stops for risk parameters, and also more importantly, how to maximize your profits and not sell stuff early. Now, another thing we teach in minicamp is that not every trade is created equal. Not every environment that you're trading in is equal. Therefore, that's when I said earlier about things like hindsight trading and drawing charts or taking hand-picked charts from the past. Well, what was the market like when that chart was done? Was that helping it any? Was there a news event that was over top of that stock that made it act that way? Not every trade that you take is created equal. Not every setup is created equal. Not everything happens the same way. If you traded the same setup 10 times in a row, you're going to have 10 different types of experiences. Every trade is a case-by-case basis. I've also mentioned in my videos before, it's very important that traders understand the element of risk on and risk off. You're supposed to take advantage of the risk on markets by doubling your size, by being more aggressive because you have the market, let's say the wind at your back. And then there's going to be times where it's not so clean and easy to read, and you're going to have to pull back some of your risk. Again, not every trade is created equal, not every setup is created equal, not every risk is created equal. It's all different, and you need to be aware of these surroundings around you in order to make the best decisions possible. This also leads us to trading with the right, correct position size. So one of the things that traders do, you hear blow up stories all the time. Now, the only reason you blow up, I know I've done it twice, and this was 20 years ago, by the way, but the only reason that you blow up is because you do something ignorant. There's no reason to blow up in any type of market. The only way that happens is when you get too much risk with too little knowledge. If you combine those two events together, that's what leads to account blowups. Now, maybe you want to sprinkle in a little ego on top of that. I don't know. But that's what leads to it. And again, because not every trade and setup is created equal, then not every position size you use in a trade should be equal either. When risk is on, that should be heavier. When risk is off, it should be lighter. When you don't get the exact thing that you're looking for, maybe you want to dial it down. When you get that tier 1 A+ bread butter setup, you need to have the confidence to lean into it. It's important that you understand how to use the correct position sizes based on your account and based on your risk, and do those types of things. That's what makes you successful. We also want to talk about understanding you the person, and this is what I don't think a book course can do for you, what a couple of DVDs can do for a trader. And what I mean by understanding you, not to get all sappy here, but we all know psychologically, that's the most important, psychology I should say, is the most important thing when it comes to trading, anything that you do. You're going to have this belief, you're going to have to be able to get back up when you get knocked down. You're going to have to be able to go through all of this stuff. But you also have to understand, what are you doing here? Now, I know the cop-out answer for a lot of traders is money. I want to make some money. We get that. We all want to make some money. But what do you want to make money for? Do you want to make money because you want to blow it? You want to buy lavish things? Do you want money for financial security? Do you want money where you can change your life and maybe purchase a home or have money to put into other business? What are you here for? What are you here? Because the thing is when people are selling you courses, they're normally selling you the rags to riches story. Like, here's a bum that was a loser dropout, got divorced, found a system. Now they drive a Lambo and live in a penthouse and their whole life is turned around. Look, you guys know that doesn't work that way, because for a lot of people, money isn't the solution. And I say that because money is good. We need it to survive. But there's a lot of really rich people, right? Really wealthy people who have committed suicide. They've killed themselves. So money isn't always the answer. There's rich people who kill themselves and are very miserable. Now, we do need money, but you have to understand what are you here for? If you're here to get rich, fine. If that's really what your true passion and your true heart's telling you, that you just want to be a wealthy person, good. Go for it. If you just want to get out of the rat race of the 9 to 5 and be your own boss and work from home, that's good too. If you just want a little side hustle, that's good, but you've got to understand who you are and what you are here and be honest with yourself about it. You can change later on, but your initial entry, you got to be understanding who you are and what you're here for. That'll help you get your goals and your expectations done correctly. And of course, I'm going to show you the good stuff, like my 4 top trading indicators that I use, the strategies that I use, and everything about all of the setups that I use in all markets. I'm going to go into each and every one of these in detail, live on screen for you, everything from top to bottom. Now, in all the materials I've ever sent about minicamp, I always tell you the other benefits. I'm going to hit on those just real quick. I'm not going to elaborate. You know, you can take, I do a couple of these a year. You can always come back and take them over and over and over again. You don't have to pay again. I'm not going to upsell you on another course or some garbage like that. Once you do this, you're good for life. I've also kept an entire database of every mini camp I ever done. So if you feel the need that on weekends or spare time you want to go back, you want to watch mini camp number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, you want to see what I was teaching 6, 7 years ago, you're welcome to do that. I keep them all on file and everybody can watch them. Also, if you have some sort of scheduling conflict, you don't think you can make the live classes, I'd prefer if you did, but if you don't, each and every one of these things are recorded for you. That way you can watch them whenever you want. I mean, there really isn't any other way to do it. It's a program that's made for me to help you, to work with you, to help you take these steps. And it's not trading is not something that we can just discuss and do on a weekend. It's not like a weekend course where you're just going to go there and get a crash course and come out the next day being a badass trader. It's a journey. And the reason that I have mini camp is so we can all walk this journey together, and we can do this together. And I think that's what's really important about it. Also, I'm not going to promise you that when you take a course like this, that you're going to get rich overnight like you see a lot of sales materials. It'd be nice, maybe you do, but unfortunately, I'm just going to shoot straight with you. That's not how trading works, and most of you probably already know that, whether you're willing to admit it or not. But I will promise you this, that if you take the course, you'll be better. You'll be a hell of a lot better with money. And to me, that's all that's important. So if you take the course and you want to day trade, you're going to be a more profitable, you're going to be a better day trader. If you're a losing trader now, you know, you're going to make some money. If you don't make money, you're going to be less of a losing trader. You will get better. You will understand things better. You will look at the market completely different. If you want to invest, you're going to learn how to invest. You're going to learn how to swing trade. You're going to position trade. You're going to learn all of these things that will make you better. So if you end up, you know, if worse comes to worse, you end up not being a day trader, not being an active trader, you at least know how to manage your own money better rather than giving it to some horrendous mutual fund or some other fund or packaged product that charges you fees. You guys can do this. You can do this. You see it with my part-time trader program that's able to take 2 to 3 trades a month, spare time, and make a few $1,000s. I mean, you see these things. It doesn't take much. It just takes a little work from you. It just takes work from you, some patience, some understanding of the fundamentals of trading, and really learn what this whole thing is about. That's how you're going to do it. So I promise you that. I may not make you a millionaire. You might not be Lambo shopping next month, but you will be better. You will be better. I guarantee it. So I'm going to wrap it up right there, guys. If you're interested in this course, love to have you. Remember, it's just a couple of days away. It starts March 2nd. Love to see each and every one of you. For more information, I've done other videos. I talk fully in detail. I know I've talked pretty long here, but right there, linkenlist.com. On the educational tab right at the top of the screen, you scroll down, it will say mini camp. Click on it, watch the video, learn more about it, enroll in the course, be better. You are better. You deserve better. You are worth better, and I will make you better. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you there. Take care.